Hello, folks, and welcome back to the one and only Urchin Friday. Today is episode 25. That's a big milestone. Almost at a full year. That's a lie. We're halfway to a full year. All right. Yep. Definitely true. Oh my god. Here we are on the Red Sea Urchin page on Wikipedia. The Red Sea Urchin is a sea urchin found in the Northeast Pacific Ocean from Alaska to Baja California. It lives in shallow water from low tide line to then greater 900 from the low tide line to greater than 280 meters, 120 feet deep. It is typically found on rocky shores, sheltered from extreme wave action in areas where kelp is available. An urchin's spherical body is completely covered in sharp spines. These spines grow on a hard shell called the test, which encloses the animal. It can vary in color from red to dark burgundy. Where albino specimens are found, it has a mouth located on its underside, which is surrounded by 5 teeth. During larval development, the body of a sea urchin transitions from bilateral to radial symmetry. This bilaterally symmetrical larva, called an echinoplutis, subsequently develops a type of pentardiate symmetry that characterizes Echinoplutis. It crawls very slowly over the sea bottom using a spinous stilt. With the help of its 2 feet, scattered among the spines are rows of tiny 2 feet with suckers that help it move and stick to the seafloor. The animal has a mouth with special jaws. Aristotle's lantern, located on the bottom oral surface. Its preferred diet is seaweeds and algae, which it scrapes off and tears from the seafloor. During larval development, urchins use bands of cilia to capture food from the water column. Red sea urchins, found in the channel adjacent to the San Juan Island, have been found to live a uniquely sedentary lifestyle, with heavy currents bringing an abundance of food. Sea urchins are often found living in clumps from 5 to 10. They have the ability to regenerate lost spines. Lifespans often exceed 30 years. And scientists have found some specimens to be over 200 years old. Red sea urchins are notoriously ravenous kelp eaters that are implicated in devastating kelp buds by forming grazing fronts. Intense grazing pressure exerted by urchins is an important link in trophic cascade, often observed along the west coast of North America, in which sea otter predation influences urchin abundance, which in turn influences kelp devastation, in contrast to the negatively perceived impact on community structure and open coastal kelp beds. The sedentary behavior and capture of detrital seaweed in the San Juan Islands is hypothesized to create an important habitat and energy source below the photic zone. These diverse ecosystem effects of red urchins highlight their importance as ecosystem engineers in temperate rocky reef ecosystems. Spawning peaks between June and September. Eggs are fertilized externally while they float in the ocean, and planktonic larvae remain in the water column for about a month before setting on the bottom of the seafloor. They undergo metamorphosis into juvenile urchins. The juvenile use chemical cues to locate adults. Although juveniles are found almost exclusively under aggregated adults, adults and juveniles are not directly related. And that's it for Urchin Fridays. Catch you in the next one, boys.